The last goodbye. You sent Jack's spirit away. Yeah, so we're going somewhere, the middle of nowhere. We're going to our very own Silent Hill.
And off I went, on nothing but a hunch. A call from a complete stranger. But I'd learned to trust my instincts, and there was something about this guy, his voice. Felt like I should know him.
A brother?
Either way, he
Birth
sure
father?
seemed to know me.
The environment doesn't quite have the same kind of graphical togetherness that Assassin's Creed Valhalla does, but it's certainly got the right kind of color grading and spooky vibe. It's almost like a gothic horror mystery. The unknown. There's definitely a little bit of kind of stuttering when the camera switches. Almost like it can't quite load things fast enough.
Right off the bat, I could feel there was something off about that place.
I am on an SSD as well. I am on. The game is on an SSD. I'm on a chair. Right, do we have... I've got nothing. Where are our controls? Because I didn't actually look properly at the controls. Spirit blast, spirit shields. There is going to be some combat. Climb, back, hold for an out-of-body experience. Interesting. Interact in the material world and the spirit world are on different buttons. Yeah, some of these controls aren't working yet, so I'm assuming it's going to drip feed them to us as we go. This place has seen better days, hasn't it? This area is closed.
Anyone home? I guess not.
From Niwa, with love, you found a postcard from the groundskeeper. I don't know why it's not capturing that. There's probably a reason. Niwa says hello. You would love it here, my dear. Amazing day room for kids and free art lessons. Lots of families and the hotel is huge. I've never seen anything like it. Wish you could be here with me. Miss you. F. Really nice use of lighting. Just tiny.
Hello? Thomas?
He is very clearly a zombie. What I say very clearly.
Front gate was locked up tight. I needed to find another way in.
Okay. I mean, we could break through that boarded up window, or... Didn't I see some stairs or something? Or can we get round here? Uh-huh.
You want to keep me out, Niwa?
Niwa. It's not a, Of course, it's... Be a poetry
We're gonna have to do better than that.
He's gone.
Not a whole lot of people knew about Niwa. It used to be a government-owned vacation resort. Until one day it just stopped. And so an urban legend was born. The Niwa massacre. The details were always fuzzy. Crazed workers, ancient curses.
The usual.
The usual.
Okay, nice backstory. This one's not been graffitied because nobody's been able to get in. Can we go off the beaten path? No, not particularly. No stamina meter for the running. That guy's disappeared. Interesting, I can't use my insight thing anymore. Nice little bit of reflections in the water there. Although the puddles don't quite line up with it. I sound like I must come across like I'm being really nitpicky here. Yeah, the fixed camera angles thing is interesting. But again, it's to add to that sense of the unknown. What is round the corner? You don't know because you can't see there. You can't pan the camera to find out for yourself. Oh yes, let's wander towards this obvious graveyard. What a brilliant idea. Also, is it just me or is the ground withered?
What's this old thing here?
It looks like the ground's withered around this area. Yeah, this is a brilliant idea.
Oh, what a mess. People can be such bastards sometimes. No wonder history keeps biting us in the ass.
It's a shrine. In memory of the victims of World War II, 1939-1945, for the daughters and sons of the land. Here they rest, buried as they fell, to remind us that the whole earth is their grave. So it's a memorial which somebody has. Is that spray paint? Or is it bird shit? I'm sure some people will be a little bit annoyed that you can't, fully explore these areas, but that's not the kind of game that I'm expecting here. I'm expecting some real severe limitations in terms of where you can go. Because story. Oh joy! Giggling children. And the ball's gone. Because of course it is. That's not creepy.
Huh. Hello.
Can I? Yeah. Okay. This is actually quite a nicely rendered area. There's a lot of foliage. And of course they can do that by fixing the camera angle. So it doesn't just absolutely destroy your frame rate. That's one of the tricky things about forests, especially with something like ray tracing on. I feel like I'm walking into a trap.
What's this?
T plus K? Thomas plus somebody? Is that a T? 1968? Okay, there's a handprint on it. So is that Kate, the little girl? I think it was a little girl's laugh. There's another handprint on the tree there. Interesting that there's no meter or anything for this ability. It's not even a cooldown or anything for it. You can just toggle it on and off. Mushroom? The thing about games like this is that I do worry. Well, worry's maybe not the right word, but the concept of missing things. I don't like missing things.
Looks like an old fort. Might be my way in.
Really nice spooky music. The biggest issue that I always had with the fixed camera angles in the Resident Evil games is when they mesh your controls up when the angles switch. But yeah, these are definitely not tank controls. I mean, they're slow, but my idea of tank controls are controls that when you press up on the stick, you move forwards whichever way you're facing. Whereas here, I've got, you know, push up, pull back, right, left. I've got full-on analog movements here. Warning, due to the recently unearthed remains, renovation works have been suspended pending archaeological examination. Ah, looks like we're going to have to squeeze through here.
What happened here?
You think? Loading the next area. Uh-oh.
The split would come and go. If a place had a story to tell, well, I guess I was there to listen.
And now, we are playing in split screen. You only control, you know, you're controlling the character, but the frame rate's taken a nosedive here. I can feel it. But again, it's I think ray tracing is supposed to turn off in splits like this. I think that was the idea behind it. Yeah, I feel like some of these things are changing dynamically. I'm sure there will be a video out at some point where Digital Foundry or somebody like that, you know, tell us what are the best settings for this game. And then, of course, I'll still have to tweak them further because if I'm going to record any more of it, which I might do, people seem to like watching me play horror games because they know I'm an absolute coward. But I do love... I love games with kind of parallel worlds. One of my my earliest gaming memories was the Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, and Soul Reaver 2 games, where obviously you had kind of parallel versions, but not quite like this. You had a spirit realm and a... I assume that a lot of the game then is going to be kind of crammed in corridors, because otherwise the camera's not going to really work as well. It's really interesting seeing the two different versions of the place side by side. Normally you'd have to... Normally, in a game. You'd switch back and forth between them.
This felt old and soaked in misery. Figures, I guess. 1,000 years of history doesn't just happen. It's paid for. But even in the deepest darkness, light can linger. Lonely, fragile.
Oh, look at the
waiting for someone
faces of things. I wonder if there are going to be times when the actual geography of the landscape is going to be different in... See, there's nothing for us to interact with on the left here. But there is on the right.
But I absorbed the energy. I wondered who it was that left it behind. A dying soldier whispering the name of his beloved? Or maybe just glad to be done with this world.
I really like the juxtaposition. And this is the kind of visual device which is literally made for juxtaposition, for the close contrasts of things. You've got this spotlight above us on the left-hand side that is just illuminating barely the picture, and yet on the right-hand side you've got this kind of more central light coming in, and the shoulder, the stuff on the shoulder as well is being illuminated by these things. And it's I'm wondering if that shows that we've absorbed some kind of spirit energy. See, there was a prompt for both sides, because there's the narrow passageway, the ledge, is in both worlds. On the left-hand side, it looks like there's something down in the pits. But on the right-hand side, not so much. I kind of feel like I need to shrink my camera a bit. Or maybe place it somewhere different.
In any case, I figured I could use it. Energy's energy, right?
Press and hold right to trigger to charge a spirit blast. Let go to unleash. See, and again, this note only exists, or this interactable only exists in the creepy place. Wonderful. Someone new. That's a drawing of us. Eerie drawings. Okay.
Dead. Like everything else in this place.
But focus on the spirit world. Okay.
Oh, so that worked.
Conduit. You
Good for
used
you,
Spirit
Mary.
Blast to create electricity.
These powers of mine, as much of a pain in the ass as they were, they did come in handy sometimes.
Okay. Oh, that's oddly disorienting, actually. So can I use this, or has that just added? That's really cool. It's simple, but it's really cool. And I'm assuming it's the kind of thing that's not going to outstay its welcome as long as they keep using it in interesting ways.
Worlds, but never really living in either.
Nice extra bit of animation, environmental reaction. Yeah, she still hugs herself when she runs as well. Caution. Fire hazard. Oh, we're out of the wind here, so she stopped it. It's little details like that that I really appreciate when it comes to world building and immersion. We like those kind of things. Well, I mean, clearly I wanted to go this way to where... Okay, want might have been a strong word.
Oh. What happened to
Oh,
you?
it's cracked. His skin is... Ah. That's very disturbing. Something's going to jump out at us at some point. Oh. Oh, yeah. We've still got the footsteps that we can be following. Footsteps, footprints. I am totally going to get lost here. What's this? Shrine?
What the hell?
Oh, of course. Crashing Cymbals Monkey. Lovely. I assume that is going to have some relevance later. It's got an entire path leading up to it, so... Oh, running towards the camera. Not my favourite thing to do. Oh, ho, ho. Now that is a horror movie camera shot, isn't it? The controls are actually working well so far between the switching angles. I'm really impressed that we haven't run into anything like a wolf yet. A hotel? Uh-oh. Oh, we're going all the way in there.
What the hell are you, Niwa?
Really intriguing.
Aura in that place. I've seen others like it, but never this intense. It was like a landfill of memories, emotions, and none of them good.
Is she actually speaking aloud to herself? I'm intrigued, actually, as to how much use of ray tracing this game actually gets. Obviously, we're getting the little puddles here and there. It'd be interesting to see it, like, turned on and off and to see the difference. Because in a game like Control... My controller just rumbled. I have no idea why. That was weird. I assume there's a reason for it. Yeah, I mean the reflections, you can probably only just about see them in the recording. But they definitely add a sense of being in a real physical space. Yeah, and again, another... don't know whether it's a hint for me to turn insight on, or... I'm sure things will be revealed, maybe? Yeah, this is a big courtyard. Getting that kind of post-apocalyptic vibe. Broad Horizons, 1993, number 2. New Soviet spacecraft soon to depart. Handheld mobile phones, the future of communication. Global eradication of smallpox, the greatest medical achievement of our times. Yeah, there's a definite feel of abandonment with
Hey,
this.
old-timer. Now, what's a fine machine like you doing in a place like this? Doubling as a spare bedroom, apparently.
Honest work. My love, summer in full swing. The resort is stuffed to the gills, and you know what that means. More work for yours truly. But it's good work. Honest work. Mr. Rekovic said he'd like to keep me on. Can you believe it? I won't screw this up. Not this time. Promise.
Hope you don't mind if I, pop your trunk.
You
Not much here.
But
Although, this could come in handy.
we do like a good screw driver.
Ow!
Oh.
Shit! What the hell?
That was a lot louder in my ears.
No one here. Or was there?
Uh-huh. Huh. Somebody's messing with us. So I'm assuming this is going to be the setting for the game. Something like this kind of smacks of, yeah, this is going to be the big location for our mystery. Welcome to Niwa. You've reached the hotel.
Hello?
Boom.
Anybody in there?
That's not going to work, is it? There are clearly chains on this door.
Obviously. There's gotta be another way.
There always is.
Ah. I think there's a broken window up there.
Mm-hmm.
If only I could reach it.
Yeah, you are not that tall. Dual detective, you inspected 50 objects in a single
I've
playthrough.
already proven my prowess as a dumpster climber.
It's true. Aha!
So began the great dumpster heist of 1999.
So it is 1999 that the game's set in. Let's just take a quick look around elsewhere in here. Now, everything's not particularly cleverly locked off with, you know, fallen wood and stuff. This is very Resident Evil, isn't it? Moving objects. Well, and Silent Hill as well.
I'm starting to get tired of your shit, Niwa.
We've only just got here.
You better be worth it.
Hurrah! And watch out for the broken glass. Ooh, frame rates. It feels like the skeletal rig of the model is a little bit spindly. In fact, it almost reminds me of the old school polygonal models from games like Silent Hill and Resident Evil. We're inside.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.